I knew something had been broken that day between Will and I.
Hi guys, hello Rainbow here, and today we once again are playing in a game that is called Fragments of Him. And we are here once again with our grandmother in our child's room, I guess. Oh my gosh! Actually, we only seen 4 scenes so far, and look how much of them are left. Like, whoa, it's gonna be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 maybe even parts. Come on. Okay. So let's go. Let's go explore. No exploring here. Okay.
I took him to bed to read him a story.
Aww. Dinosaurs. He's a fan of dinosaurs. He's like, then it's not in 5. That's cute.
Sharon kept on buying him books of ghost stories.
Aww.
He always wanted me to read him those.
Aww.
But he never slept properly after, I think.
well.
He would never settle properly until I had checked the room for ghosts.
It's either ghosts or monsters. That's how life is. No, it's not yellow. Okay. So.
I always look carefully to reassure him.
Oh. Is it there? No, it isn't. Little wheel. Oh. Maybe it's in the garbage bin. You should check it.
I remember that night because I promised him then that I would always be there for him, to protect him regardless of anything. He probably thought I meant about ghosts, but I meant it for everything. It's not the kind of promise you forget.
Aww. That's so nice. So what should we do now? Oh, that book. That book. Hi. I don't know. We're looking at the photo album, right?
I was reading Grimm's fairy tales to him. I like those much more than the new versions that they kept on coming out with back then.
No, you were really concerned about ghost stories, but Grimm fairy tales. Have you read them? About Cinderella and ravens that ate her stepsister's eyes, etc.
That night was a strange story called The Ungrateful Son.
And those stories are not even the worst ones.
I'll tell it to you. It's only short. Once upon a time, a man and his wife were eating a roast chicken for dinner.
Yes.
When the man saw his father, a very old man, walking along the road towards them,
Yes.
the man didn't want to share, and so he hid the chicken out of sight.
What? What's wrong with you?
The man's
How
father
much would
arrived,
he
bid them
eat?
good day, and continued on his way.
What's wrong with you?
The man was happy with himself and told his wife to get the chicken and put it on the table again.
Oh my gosh. What's
But the
wrong with you?
chicken had transformed into a giant toad,
Nice.
which leapt onto the face of the man.
Nice.
The toad wouldn't
Treat
leave his
you
face
well.
and hissed at the wife when she came near, so she didn't dare approach to help. The man had to feed the toad every day from then on, or it would bite his face, and he never rested for the remainder of his life. Like I say, it was a very strange story.
Yeah, I would say. And you think grandchild would sleep well after that? Well, you must be a dreamer.
Will was asleep before I finished it, which was probably a good thing.
Yeah. Oh, here.
It left me in an odd mood. I wondered how long I would be able to keep him safe. I didn't know where life was going to take him. I was his grandmother, and I hoped I would help him be a good man.
So good. When you have a grandmother.
I could still see him sleeping there now, like it was only yesterday.
You know, it's good. This story is really good, and I don't even know what to say about it. I'm really sorry, but when I really enjoy something, I either talk non-stop about, oh, that's so cool, that's so good, or either just freeze.
I'd raised James, so I thought I would be ready for anything from my grandson Will. But I wasn't daft enough to think that it would be easy. The world changes so fast.
So, where's Will? Where's Will? Is he an adult now? This is him, right? No? Oh, this is him. Nice.
I remember the family visiting me when Will was a teenager.
Well, he kind of looks like a teenager right now, living with his partner. That's so weird. How old?
My husband
Sorry.
Robert was a writer, like Will. I think they would have loved talking. Maybe Will's interest would have inspired Robert to push a bit harder in his work.
But...
Do you know Al Martino's Here in My Heart? He had such a lovely voice. It was playing when Robert first kissed me. Robert would hum it to me sometimes.
That's so romantic. Diana scene with Mystery Man. Oh. So it's not a recent time.
I started a small collection of glass animals many years ago. I would buy a new one whenever I went to Brighton. It's good to get out of the house, enjoy the fresh sea air.
Still far from complete, I guess. Oh.
We've family over in New Zealand. I went to visit them after James had grown up. We still write letters to each other at Christmas, you know. It's important to stay in touch with your family, even when we're so spread out.
Okay, oh.
Back then, Diana had just done that interview, and so we were all waiting for the divorce. There was no way we thought that they could stay together.
You know, gossips.
People seem to believe that all us old folk want to talk about is the weather. So I started the conversation.
So the
I
way.
see that Diana is in the news again. It seems like she's never out of it these days. It's about time she stopped keeping everyone waiting.
Was a nice topic, and Will would have so many things to say about
I
it.
think it's sad. She was bullied into all of this from the beginning.
The rest of the conversation didn't go well. Will frustrated me so much.
What? Come on.
Sharon sat there, not saying anything, which was worse than her joining in, but I could imagine her American take on the whole thing. James didn't help. He has always been so obtuse in his views. I wish I hadn't even tried. They didn't want to hear my views. I said that I was going to make some tea. No one offered to help.
Maybe no one wanted tea. Are there any secrets anywhere? No? That's sad.
I felt patronised. I don't think they really wanted tea. I didn't really want it either, but I didn't want to stay in there. It seems like a strange thing to remember, but some things stick with you. We didn't have all these choices, and we all turned out well enough. These days it's easier to be different, to forge your own path or something like that, and everyone else be damned.
Well, maybe.
It's not good to stick out like a sore thumb. You have to fit in.
Yeah.
James and
That's
Sharon
sad.
both held their own views. I knew that. But Will,
What will? What about him?
I was scared for him. He had all these views about things, and it was dangerous. I was so scared that Will was going to go off half-cocked and make a mess of his life.
Isn't it like okay to have opinion on anything? Because when you just zombie it, zombify it, I don't know how to call it, with TV and society about how you should be like, how you should think and what you should think. It's so sad when you see people and their opinions are so based on the norms and some, I don't know, pressures from wish to fit in.
I waited, letting the tea brew. And I cried. He was so headstrong, and he was going to make mistakes. I knew it. I couldn't change his mind.
It's okay to make mistakes, we learn by it. And sometimes, even through bad things, we can experience something good. And we can be a human being that we should be.
I knew something had been broken that day between Will and I.
What? Oh, we have a lovely
I took a deep
dining.
breath and pulled myself together. It simply doesn't do to let others see you get upset.
Yeah. it's snowing outside.
I've lived alone since a little time after Will was born. That was when Robert passed away.
That's so beautiful.
I missed him, of course. Yet it was tolerable until then. But
That's
then,
so
after we
beautiful.
disagreed, I felt so distant from them all. It was terrible.
That's so lovely. The snowflakes are so beautiful.
My generation has different values. Oh, goodness, I know that. But I very much believe that they are good.
Well, some of them are, because some of them are not. Oh, it's in Christmas spirit.
I wasn't prepared to accept that Will wasn't going to talk to me anymore.
Why? What was such a big deal with your disagreement?
His views. I felt he was putting his future at risk.
Oh, that's so beautiful, lightning. Why here?
All these free ideas about people choosing their own way to live. He would understand later. But how much later?
No, what's the big deal? I don't get it, because I was told from 16, I guess, 17 years old, from my parents, like, who even care if you'd have a husband? We need a grandchild, like, right now. And I was like, what the hell are you even talking about? Why would I give a birth to a child? Well, at first, why would I? With these genes that I have, and genophons, how it's called. Such a... like, I'm 25 now, and it's like an end of an era in my country. I'm like a freak because I'm not married and I don't have a lot of children now because I'm supposed to. But the thing is, you only finish university, work for 2 years to pay for your free education, and it's 25, and especially when you were a normal student. And what for, of course, but it doesn't matter right now. Yeah, I haven't got a lot of time to do stuff and just, you know, and also in a country where you can only love boys because it's acceptable, and also boys, man, and also, gosh, I need to stop rambling, okay? And also all that with your partner should be appropriate age for you. It's okay when he's your age, when he's not, you're a freak and you should be ashamed of yourself. So many rules. And you should care only about how you look and not mine, but it's okay for a boy to be an ugly as I don't know, Neanderthal. What matters is how much he's get paid at his job, and that's so bullshit. That's, I don't even know where to start with it.
What damage might he do to his life before he saw that you need to fit in to get along?
Fuck off, you don't need to. Well, you need to a certain amount of degree. I mean, you shouldn't when you're at kindergarten, you should at least try to stick to some rules and not be like, I'm way above all this, you are nothing to me here, like our kids at kindergarten and schools do, apparently. And because we know our rules, yeah, you are no one here, you're just a teacher. I'm a prince.
I didn't know what to expect that Christmas. I just wanted us to all be close again.
That's so beautiful.
But I was nervous.
That's so beautiful.
I was down in the dumps, to be honest. It was good to keep busy making the place look nice.
Ah. No, be careful, be careful. Oh, please, don't usually look that nice on Christmas. That's so sad. Okay. My mouse is getting weird. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm sorry, what are you doing? Okay. You wanna play an idiot with me? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Of course, my mouse just decided that I won't cooperate with you, kid. Why should I?
Will went off to university, but I clearly remember the Christmas that he and the family came home. I tried to keep in touch with friends. Of course, there was no email or that sort of thing back then. There's nothing like a real letter now, though.
Ah. Ah. Such a lovely lady. Such a lovely old lady. That's so good. And yeah, I was talking before, but when we were leaving our flat, outside at the neighbor's door, there was such a Christmas circle crown, how it's called. Okay, so there was a Christmas when we left our house, I suppose, flat. Be careful, be careful. We don't want any accidents, incidents. Shush, 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 shush. She's such a nice lady, you know. Now the candles. It looks so comfortable.
I wanted the house to look perfect.
Yeah, like house should
Will
be.
was going to bring a girlfriend, Sarah,
Ah.
and I wanted her to get the right impression.
Aww, that's so nice. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Will, I guess. No, it's not Will. He is our Will with glasses. And like, oh, what am I doing here?
My family arrived just as the Christmas lunch was ready. It was perfect
Oh.
timing. I was very worried about seeing Will. I wanted him to understand that when we disagreed, I didn't mean anything against him personally. I just wanted to keep him safe. Sarah was lovely, of course. She was a bit shy back then, I
Back
think.
then?
We talked about her university courses. She really had no reason to be nervous. I mentioned that Sharon took Will away for 3 years to America once, didn't I? Yes, I think I did.
Yes.
He was only 10. I missed so many important years. James is most definitely Robert's son. Kind, but capable of so much more than he does.
I don't know that's... Please, cut the talking.
Will was growing
Will?
up to be such a fine man.
Aww. Aww. I'm sorry. Aww.
He was so courteous and attentive.
Oh,
Thanks.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. 1 second. So, it's like we're eating all of these. That's funny. Or we're laying it on our plates. Can I see? Can I see your plates, Will? I don't know. Hi. Hi.
I felt so proud of Will. He was becoming the man I had hoped he would be. Sarah seemed like such a lovely match for him. he would have a happy, normal life.
Normal. Normal. Stop
But
with the
that
word
was the
normal.
last time I saw her.
So what? So what? What's the problem? But he found Harry. And that's also good. Like, he wasn't alone. And that's what matters. It's not like some people are so forever alone. It's even
The
embarrassing.
next summer, I went to visit Will at university.
Oh, you saw Harry there, right? Okay, guys. And I think it was all the time I had today for this game. This time I only experienced 3 scenes, but okay, I guess okay. And that was all the time I had for today, guys. Bye, and I'll see you, I guess, soon. And as always, you can click on the button down below and subscribe to this channel. And also check some of my previous videos out. Bye!